Nate, are you aware that Ukraine is among the more corrupt nations in the world? Have you ever heard that? Have you seen about this? Have you heard this?
I've heard a little bit about it. I did a segment on the old Lotus Eaters about Ukraine being
So
super
you
corrupt.
did. So you did.
Yeah. They're not the cleanest of countries, are they? In fact,
Out of most of the countries in the world, it would rank up there with one of the worst places that you might want to send hundreds of millions or billions of pounds and dollars and euros to. It's probably certainly is among the least trustworthy nations to be sending vast amounts of wealth to, because their history and current situation, in terms of large scale corruption and embezzlement, let's say, is just well documented, and it's through the roof. So much so that the breaking bit of news, the reason why I mention this now, is a breaking bit of news is that Zelensky's chief of staff, apparently he's been described all over the place as Zelensky's right-hand man, pretty much is actually the closest guy, his top advisor, his first advisor, all these things he's getting described as. His chief of staff resigns after Ukrainian anti-corruption raid on his home. Which is funny that, not particularly funny, funny, interesting that the Ukraine even has an anti-corruption body.
I could say, isn't that a contradiction in terms?
Yeah, right. yeah, it's a bit, isn't it? So the guy closest, pretty much, if the reports are to be believed, the few accounts I've read before, for this, that he is Zelensky's absolutely first chap, as a chief of staff should be. Chief of staff usually is like your first mate. If you're the captain of the ship, he's your first mate. Everything goes through him. He's your first gatekeeper. Everything you know, he knows. So if he's forced to resign, even in Ukraine, for corruption, then it's going to be pretty bad. Well, in fact, obviously, let's just cut to the chase. Let's just be honest, right? The vast majority of the insane amounts of wealth that have been funneled to Zelensky's regime in the Ukraine has been used for, how to say it, it's found its way into the pockets of nefarious people and used for nefarious reasons, not all sent for the purposes that it was meant for, i.e. fighting the Russians. I find it interesting that Zelensky's parents are now fantastically rich. I mean, fantastically rich. I wonder how that was possible on Zelensky's presidential salary.
Yeah, pretty sus. Not gonna lie, pretty sus. This also follows his effectively like one of his business partners sort of fleeing the country for corruption as well. I mean, yeah, it's not good. It's not good at all. I mean, what else can you say? I mean, it's they had a well documented issue with corruption pre-war.
Yep.
It's been an ongoing issue with corruption during the war.
Yep.
It's present day corruption still constantly. Why do we keep sending billions to this country? Like what? Come on now, behave.
Starmer pledged a shitload more just the other day. I mean, literally like 2 or 3 days ago, didn't he? Another big bunch of millions and millions, tens of millions or whatever it was. I can't remember, but yeah.
Brilliant.
Just keep throwing good money after bad. Just keep doing that. Yeah, just keep funneling it through there. Don't worry about it. Don't look too closely at it. Don't notice that it's one giant exercise in funneling money and to whoever. Yeah, don't look at the people. Don't look too closely at the people that are the final recipients of all this money. Don't look too closely at that. That wouldn't do. Just make sure we're in this until Ukraine wins. That's the thing to do.
Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes. For as long as it takes.
However much money to be funneled off it takes.
Crazy. Crazy. Yeah, and you're right. Before the war, I think I might be wrong. If they weren't number one on the list, they were like in the top 5 of
Yeah, they were up there.
The most corrupt countries in the world, in the entire world. Now that's saying something, right? Because there's some fucking corrupt countries, like sub-Saharan Africa or whatever, or in Arabia and stuff, in the Arabian Peninsula. Some terrible, really, really absurd countries in terms of corruption. So for Ukraine to be up there, and I think at one point they might have been number 1 or number 2, certainly up there. That means it's a clown show. That means it's nothing but corruption. Then really, it's one big exercise in corruption. So the idea that we would, or Britain, Western countries, Europe, and the United States would give them billions and billions and billions and billions, that's mental. Obviously mental. Obviously so. And as for the fact that Zelensky's just suspended elections, there's no real talk of him having another election. Also, it's indefinite, at least at this point in time. It was just an indefinite thing now. Then is it? There's no end in sight. Quite literally, no end in sight of it. Oh, great. Oh, well, cool. Well, let's just keep doing that then, I guess.
Brilliant.
This little weirdo actor. Yeah, or just
because he pretended to be a president once, so
Oh, well,
that's okay.
Can't say fairer than that. What more do you want?
Exactly.
What more do you want? This little freak. Don't give a shit about Ukraine now anymore. Or the territorial integrity of Ukraine. Don't care now. Oh, you're in the pocket of Moscow. Say what you want. Don't care about any of this. The whole thing is a giant, absurd thing, and that's without even touching upon all the lives, both Russian and Ukrainian, both military and civilian, that are just wasted, just destroyed.
Yep.
How many families destroyed so that this little freak can keep siphoning money from the West to his friends and family? It makes me fucking sick to the pit of my stomach. You're going to use the vehicle of Ukrainian territorial integrity. You little lying piece of shit. Fuck you. Even Abraham Lincoln had elections in the middle of the American Civil War. The idea that you've just stopped having elections because of this war. I can't believe it. They don't ever talk about that, do they? Or the pro-Ukrainian. They never talk about it. They never bring it up. Even as a slight aside, or maybe Mr. Zelensky should start thinking about having elections again. No, you never hear it. You never ever hear that. Mad. What a mad and obviously gross state of affairs. Yeah. Corruption, dirty corruption. Filth.